The 7-11 4 rule from Google. That's what this video is all about, and I'm going to explain it to you. You may not have heard of it unless you're actually in marketing, but Google say that in order for a customer to buy from us, they need to be engaged with our brand for 7 hours, have 11 touch points, which I'll explain, across 4 locations or platforms. Let me break this down for you. And then when I've broken it down, I'm going to explain how you can do us both a favour so that we get to a win-win situation. 7 hours of engagement, that does sound like quite a lot. Now, the truth is, we understand it's not always a quick decision. Some people will literally just look at what we've got and go, yeah, that's great, let's just book it. And we've seen that time and time again. But we do understand that's not always the case. And that's why we've given you so much to view. So if you're going to spend a big chunk of your time absorbing all the wood farm content that you can, then we want to make that as interesting and as entertaining and as informative as we can. But trust me, give those 7 hours, if it is that much, because we're worth it. 11 touch points. Roughly translated, that means you need to interact with the wood farm brand at least 11 times across various sources, whether or not that's social media, email, website, YouTube, etc., etc. So places you can touch wood farm before you buy. That's what they're referring to. And 4 locations, that doesn't mean you have to be looking at our online presence in your lounge and your kitchen and your bedroom and your garden. It means 4 of our locations. And again, to clarify, that doesn't mean Stonham, Aspel, Woodbridge, Snape and Tuscany. It means 4 of our online locations, and I'll explain that in just a second. But don't panic, we've got plenty of locations for you to look at. So what are those 4 locations? Well, number 1 is our website. We have spent countless thousands of pounds and countless thousands of hours over the years making the website as good as we possibly can. It's our main shop window to the world, and we have got tens of thousands of visitors to our website every month, and we rank really highly for many of the search terms such as holidays, dog-friendly holidays, holidays with hot tubs, things like that. Number 2 is social media. Now, we're mostly active on Facebook. We do some bits and pieces on Instagram as well, lesser extent on TikTok. I was on Truth Social for a little while, but I upset Trump too many times and I've been banned from there. Number 3 is email. We do extensive email marketing and we have thousands and thousands of subscribers. We like to think that our content is fun, it's informative, it's interesting and it's engaging. You can disagree if you want any time you like by unsubscribing. And if you haven't already subscribed, I've got 2 questions for you. 1 is, why not? And 2 is, why not? Go and do it. See what I did there? Anyway, so all you do on the homepage of our website, scroll down to the bottom, and there's just a little bit there where you give me your name and your email address, and then I can get in touch with you with all of that content that I have just mentioned. And then 4, we've got our YouTube channel. We have spent a lot of time over the last few years updating our YouTube channel, adding hundreds of videos to it, and I do mean hundreds. Some of those videos are stupid, but most of them are geared towards FAQs or frequently asked questions. And our goal really was to set out and answer every conceivable question you could possibly have, as well as a whole ton that you haven't. And what I always say is get in touch if we have not answered your question or you can't find the answer. But we have answered hundreds and hundreds of questions across our YouTube channel, including but not limited to, is wood farm dog friendly? How many dogs do you allow? Is there anywhere you can exercise your dogs? What's included in my wood farm stay? Are your hot tubs private? Do you have wood burners? What time can we arrive and what time do we have to depart? What are your arrival and departure days? Many, many more questions. So getting back to our website, we've got hundreds and hundreds of blog posts all about Suffolk and a growing number in our Tuscany collection as well. So getting back to the bit I said at the beginning about getting around the 7-11 4 rule, you're not really going to get around it. All you need to do is allot 7 hours today to getting onto 11 touch points, places that you can kind of look at what we've got across those 4 platforms that I mentioned to you. Do that right now, and then you can book a holiday. You will get a holiday and we'll get a new guest. I did tell you it was a win-win. So there we go. Anyway, I hope you found that video all about the 7-11-4 rule interesting. Please do subscribe to the YouTube channel and do comment as well, because YouTube looks at it when people do that and go, oh, these people know what they're talking about, even if we don't. And also subscribe, as I said earlier on, to our newsletters by going onto the homepage of the website, scroll down to the bottom, enter your details, and then I can let you know about all of the things I've been talking about, interesting information, competitions, cancellations, that sort of thing. So thanks ever so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. 4 locations. 4